Hello, I'm Sean Darrell Hernandez, and I'm your teacher for today's lesson. Today, we're going to discuss about the art of Thailand. What are its key characteristics? What are good examples of the art of Thailand? And what is the relevance of art in the country of Thailand? So we're going to learn all about that today. So let us start with our lesson. Are you able to see my screen right now? So before we begin, I have a question for you. Who among you have been to the country of Thailand? Kindly raise your hand if you've been to the country of Thailand. Okay, I see that some of you have been to Thailand before. Personally, I have never been to Thailand. I never been to that country. I am only relying to FB posts or stories of my friends about their trips to the country of Thailand. And as I heard or as I have seen in their Facebook posts, it seems to be a very nice country to visit. They have nice food. The people are so nice and the like. But for today's lesson, we're going to focus more about on the art of Thailand. So I'm going to show you different pictures of different art forms that are commonly seen in Thailand. Okay. Now, after seeing the different pictures of the different artworks in Thailand, what did you notice about the art of Thailand? How did it make you feel? Okay. So one key feature of the art of Thailand is that it's very reminiscent of the religion Buddhism. So Buddhism is the dominant religion in the country of Thailand. So if here in the country, and if our in our country, in the Philippines, the dominant religion is Catholicism. In Thailand, their dominant religion is Buddhism, where they worship and abide by the virtues of Buddha. And their devotion to their religion is they're so devoted to their religion that it manifests to their social interactions, to their culture, to their architecture, to their textiles, food, and through their art. And if we're going to notice carefully, most of the traditional Thailand artworks or art forms are really about the Buddhist religion. Because when you are so devoted to your religion, it just shows. True devotion is when you integrate your beliefs and your virtues in the things that you do every day. Not just going to the place of worship and then praying. No, true devotion is when you integrate it into the littlest things and the consistent things that you do in your life. So let us look at a more technical aspect of the art of Thailand by examining the elements of art present in the art of Thailand. So what are the elements of art? Can someone name them? The elements of art are number one, line, shape, form, color, value, pattern. So let us look at the lines of the art of Thailand. So I'm just going to go back and forth on the different art of Thailand. So what line? So we have horizontal line, vertical lines, slanting lines, zigzag lines, curvy lines, and wavy lines. Which among those were really present in the art of Thailand? Okay, very good. If you're going to notice, most of their artworks really does have a lot of focus when it comes to curved lines curved lines, and then you usually end on a very sharp tip. They end on a very sharp tip like it reminds me of fire. It kind of reminds me of fire or leaves. The shape of leaves, or in some conditions, reminds me of fire. Now, let's go to shape. So I like what I have described. They form shapes that are very rounded in nature or curved in nature, and it has a pointed end. That is the shape that the shapes are formed when you enclose or connect together two lines. When two lines are connected, you create a shape, and that is one of the common shapes you can observe in the art of Thailand. So we have two of the elements down. We noticed that in terms of lines, they usually use curved lines. In terms of shapes, from the curved lines, they form a shape that has a pointed tip in the end, but it's more curvy or rounded at the sides. For form, if you're going to notice, their drawings are very flat in nature, meaning there's no feeling of depth in their drawings and paintings, unless of course it's more about a carving or sculpture. Obviously, that will be three-dimensional. But for drawings or paintings, um, the element of form is still lacking. Next, color. They have colors. They use colors that as they can see and observe in nature. But in terms of value, I notice value is the brightness and how dark a color is. Basically, for example, I'm facing my camera right now. The side of my face is that facing the light source is quite brighter than the part of my face that's not facing directly the light source. So it's creating the illusion of depth or 3D. Now, if you're going to observe carefully the drawings and paintings of Thailand, it seems like they're still lacking in this aspect, or it's something that they did not give emphasis to their artwork. Basically, their colors are flat. When you say flat, it doesn't give us the impression of 3D space or depth or the third dimension. Um, for the last element of art, clearly there's a sense of pattern. So it's connected to what lines they use, what shapes they use, and it follows either a wave pattern or a certain flow. For example, if you're going to look at the mask, it starts from the nose and then it spreads around the face, or it can also follow a circular pattern. So those are the things that are very evident if we're going to examine the elements of art present in the art of Thailand. Now, after observing key characteristics of the art of Thailand, let us try to make an artwork based on the art of Thailand. So what are we going to do today? So I'm going to distribute with the whole class this guide. So these are small drawings of key symbols or iconic representations of the art and culture of Thailand. There's the elephant, there are food, fruits, there are buildings, mask, and the Buddha himself. So I just want you to choose at least one, and you're going to draw that on a piece of paper. So anyway, get a piece of paper and a pencil, and you're going to draw at least one of these items. You can draw more if you have still time, if you're able to finish all one, but at least just draw one. Now I'm going to demonstrate how we can draw these images. So let us start with lines. So there's what we call as the horizontal line. We have the vertical line, the slanting lines, the wavy lines, and the circular lines. we're going to try to draw. We're going to try to draw a object, and we're going to draw a mortar and pestle. Mortar and pestle is the thing that we use to grind up garlic or black peppers. So first, for the top, I'm going to draw a horizontal line, and then I'm going to draw a curved line at the left side, and another curved line on the right side. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a curved line over here, and another curved line over here, and then a horizontal line on the bottom. Next, let's draw a curved line on this side so that we can create the pestle, the part that we use to grind up or to break up garlic. Another thing that I would like to draw is the place of worship in Thailand. So usually in the place of worship of Thailand, they usually follow this pattern. Have you noticed that the place of worship in Thailand, in comparison to our churches here in the Philippines, are quite rounded? They're very rounded, not uh, not unlike the Catholic churches here in the Philippines where it's very blocky, there's a rectangle or squares is the dominant shape. Um, the dominant design or motif in most of our places of worship here in the Philippines. But in Thailand, the places of worship are very rounded and they don't have much corners to have. Now, I want you to spend the next 10 minutes in drawing at least one. I just draw two because I was able to finish one very quickly. So I want you to take this time to draw. So to draw, I'm going to share again the imagery where you can copy. You can screenshot it so that you can have a copy in your computer. Okay. So is everyone done? Now let us try to look uh, look back in the things that we discussed today. What are the things that were discussed in today's lesson, and what were the things that we did? Okay. Yes. Okay, correct. So you learned that our lesson is all about the art of Thailand. What else? What is the main focus of the art of Thailand? Yes, correct. The main focus of the art of Thailand is their religion, which is Buddhism, as well as and the belief in Buddhism and its virtues has greatly influenced the way how they interact, the food that they cook, and how they build their houses, and the overall appearance or artwork of their country. Okay, very good. What else? Let's go to more the elements of art. What are the elements of art that you notice in the artworks in Thailand? Okay, so you notice that In terms of lines and shape, they use something that is wavy or curved, and there's a pointed end. Um, you notice that their drawings, aside from sculpture and carvings, they're very flat. They don't have any illusion of 3D depth. And also when they use colors, they use flat colors. Okay, very good. That's a good thing to recall. What else? Okay, do you also notice that they also have patterns? Yes, the last one of the elements of art is pattern. They use a pattern of curved pointed shapes in their mask, in their carvings, and even in their buildings. Okay, very good. And it's a nice observation. What else? Okay, okay, you learned as well that the places of worship in Thailand uses a more rounded theme, in contrast with the places of worship we have here in the Philippines, where the churches are more cornered or more blocky in their design. Okay, and also one of your classmates said that it's okay if they don't have depth or 3D in their drawings, or if they follow something different for our worship, because it's their prerogative. Okay, very good. And we need to respect their religion. Okay, very good. So I would like to highlight the value of respect, respecting other countries' religion and cultural norms. Okay. And also what else? What did you learn today? Okay. Someone shared here that true devotion to one's religion is not just simply going to the church or praying. True devotion means it needs to reflect in your words, in your actions, in your habits, that it manifests through the things that you do, just like what they did in their artwork. Okay, that's a very nice reflection for today's lesson. Thank you so much for that. So with that, thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye.